Hi guys, so welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. I just really wanted to make a quick video on something I just read in the Bible and just things God has been teaching me the past 2 weeks. So I'm just gonna jump right in. So I was reading Acts chapter 10 today, and it starts out talking about some things, but it actually talks about how Cornelius is dealing with some stuff, but I talk about that later. Then it goes to a vision Peter has. And basically, this vision is there's this animal, and God says, kill it and eat it. And Peter's like, no, it's unclean. I'm not going to eat anything that is unclean. And God says to Peter, do not call anything impure that God has made clean. And Peter's just like, okay, what's that mean in my life? Why did you tell me this? Why did I have a vision of this? So some things happen, and Cornelius, I think that's how you say it, is also dealing with stuff, and God is working in Cornelius's life and basically tells him to call for Peter. So these people come to his door right after Peter has his visions, like, come with us, God told Cornelius to go fetch you, so come with us. So Peter goes with these people to Cornelius's house, and they just get talking about the things that happened, and it just kind of reveals what God meant in Peter's vision to Peter. This is such a rough paraphrase of the story. Please go read Acts 10 so that you fully understand what I'm trying to say. And it also helps Cornelius out. I love that, how they're just both dealing with stuff with God, and then God brings them together and they're dealing with it together, and it helps, this is what this means for you. And then Peter's like, oh, this is what this means. This is what God meant when he told me this in my vision. So he says, but God has shown me that I should not call anyone impure or clean. So when I was sent for, I came without raising any objection. May I ask why you sent me? So basically, Cornelius is someone that eats with Gentiles and stuff. So Peter was just, if he wouldn't have had that vision, he might have been a little hesitant to come. So God's working that. And then a few verses later, he says, I now realize how true it is that God does not show favoritism, but accepts everyone from every nation that fears him and does what is right. I just think that's cool. This story has so many different points in it, and then brings out different points, which leads me to other things. So this might be all over the place, but I'm just excited, so I want to share it with you guys. So basically, Peter's learning that if God says something is clean, that he's nobody to say, oh no, that's unclean. That's impure. I think in my life, I hear it as, who am I to judge others? If there's a new believer, a new Christian, a baby in their faith, and they've done horrible things in their past, and they start coming to church, and I'm just I see them raising their hand in worship, and I'm who do they think they are? I know what they're doing. But I'm so quick to judge that I might not even know that they have repented of those things and they're trying to make things right. And I need to be careful, because God has called that person clean. That person's forgiven for their sins if they repented of them and asked God in their hearts. And who am I just to say, no, they're impure? You know what I mean? And you just got to be careful. You should never judge. You just never know a situation, and you're nobody to judge. I am nobody to judge anyone. Also, I think of it as my own life and sins I've done in the past. Satan knows your weaknesses. We were actually talking about this at my youth group last night. And in the Bible, it says that he prowls around watching and ready to strike. He watches you, and he knows your weaknesses. He knows the sins you've done in your past that eat you down every day. And if you repented of those things, you are forgiven if you've asked forgiveness for those sins. And Satan will attack you for things that you've done in your past. He's going to be like, who are you to go make a YouTube video about God when you've done this in your past? And you have to remember that, Satan, no, who are you to tell me I'm unclean when God has declared me clean? Who am I to call myself impure when God has called me clean? And that is just so amazing. Satan also uses those sins and stuff and says, you're not worthy, you're not enough. And to a point, you just got to be like, yeah, you're right, I'm not enough. But God makes me enough. God makes me clean. God calls me worthy. And without God, I am not enough. And you have to realize that, because if you think you yourself is enough, then why would you need God? You need to realize I'm not enough. I need God in order to be enough or to be worthy of anything. That is really all for this video. It's kind of a lot packed into a small video, but I'm just excited about this and I was just excited to share it. So I hope you enjoyed this short video, and I will try to be making a video every week. I kind of got off of the schedule of what I wanted to do for YouTube, but I'm getting back on it. So be ready to have a video every week, either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. So thank you so much for watching.